You know, it's me, your little boy, G. Samson. There's something that I'm tired of seeing in this world. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a kid out there, you have a kid, you have a boy out there that is, that play with ladies, that is telling you that he love to date, he love ladies, he love women. Be grateful, bro. Be grateful, mothers. Be grateful, fathers. Yes, be grateful. When I was in school, I visit in school, there was a news that I remember that I heard. That day, I don't know what happened. I was just not happy. Then I decided to enter on Facebook. That is when I watched this young American guy saying that a lot of people today are deceiving young ones to become GTB, which I will not pronounce everything, man to man. So I doubted it. I said, how can someone be convincing the young ones, convincing them? But when I start to go around here in Italy, move around, spread around, I come to understand that that word is never what a joke. Neither is it for just an interview. It is something that is going on in the world today. Let me be real with us. The world is becoming so dangerous to live these days. Yes. A lot of people are scared to give birth to children. Yes. A lot of people are scared to have children because the truth is that nobody wants to have a children, whether boy or girl, that will end up not producing another generation. Forget about what you are seeing online. Nobody. The world we are living today is becoming so dangerous and so notorious to live, so evil to live. Trust me, it's becoming so evil. I can remember when I was a kid, we do used to have a lot of girls around us because in my father's place, like in my father's compound, we have a big compound where people gathered to play ball, both in the night, in the day. So we have a lot of girls. Because I was also an ex-warrior president, so I have a lot of guests. And those days, my mom used to tell me, Samson, be careful of guests who don't play too much, Don't play too much. You are too young to mingle with too much guests. You are too young to have a lot of girlfriends around you. You are too much. But today, it's no longer like that. I know that in my personal place where I come from, like my village, it's not like that. It is how it is also. But there is a lot of changes that is happening within. That corruption, evil are taking place all over the world. Trust me. When I was in school, I have a lot of friends, guys, who used to tell me, I don't like women, I don't do this, I don't do that. I would just be asking myself, you don't like women? Some of them said, I like man, I like this, I like that. They will just be saying it, maybe in terms of to convince me. I would just, because my face, I'm not that kind of person. When I heard that, I would just be laughing. I would just squeeze my face as if you offend me, because it's so dramatic and something so evil to me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you read the word of God, it is something that God how will I put it, prohibited. It's something that God did not, allowed in the Old Testament. When the children of God were in the battle, the Bible said two young men, they lied together within themselves, they lied on the bed, and God ordered, is it Prophet Samuel, he ordered them to split the two together on the bed where they lied themselves, where they were having intercourse with themselves. You know what I'm saying? So if God allowed it to happen those days, how come it's now becoming something evil? That is to tell you that devil is operating. I have a lot of my friends who practice this. I'm not lying to you. To the point where one of them said a word that if I start to date one of their friend, a lady, that they will kill me. I look at him, I said, are you sure? In my mind, I was just laughing. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you what I'm saying. I have a lot of... One of my friends tell me a word. A guy from Africa, is not a white person. He said, do you know that everybody in this place do it? Which is true. I was just like, what is really happening? What is really happening? And the reason why this thing is becoming so, so increase and never decrease is because of the fact that a lot of people who are in a high position today are using it to oppress a lot of people. If you don't do it, they won't give you job. I can remember a place where I went for interview. I will not call name, and never will I call name. A place where I went, someone told me that if you don't do this thing, we are not going to give you work. And I was just like, what is happening? And I reject the work, because for me, it is better I died than to do it. That is why if you have a children right now, always allow them to play with children. I allow them to associate with girls. I'm not talking about having intercourse or all those stuff. No, allow them to love women. Allow them, let them be addicted to women. Because today it is better to become a humanizer. Sorry for using this word, than to become this. It's so dramatic. It's so evil. We have, a lady told me in some years back that a lot of also women today, many of them are married, but they still have another woman as their husband outside the marriage. Also a man, which is something so dramatic. So you as a man, as a woman, as a father, my brother, don't chase your man, your girl or your woman at the tender age to stop playing with the other opponent. Allow them to associate with them, play with them. Sometimes when you are playing with your children, whether boys or girls, tell them the good part of having a girl as a girlfriend. Tell them the sweet things about being in marriage with a woman as a man. Tell your children those sweet words. Let them know how sweet marriage is when you as a man marry a woman. Sit your children down, let them know it's very sweet. If you as a man, if you marry a woman, it's so sweet, it's so nice, it's so this. Let them hear that sweet word, because the way the world, our generation is heading to, devil is destroying so life. Remain blessed. Wait for the part 2.